Hey y'all, check out what is $5 this week, y'all. Lots of services are $5 this week, but if you see the red live button, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. So when you pop on, make sure you comment the word nice. I just realized I forgot to change my keyword again. I am so sorry, but the keyword tonight is nice. When you comment that word, I will send you a message with all of the info that we are using tonight. But let me change this really quickly. The word is nice. So it is Monday. It's a new Black Friday sale. So a brand new Surface came out this week, and they put a lot of our Chockable shapes on for $5 this week, or $5 or $10. So make sure you check it out, y'all. It is really neat. So excuse me, we're gonna play with our flip sign, y'all. So we have, I already painted this sign red, and we're gonna actually use the Naughty and Nice transfer tonight, but we're gonna paint this side teal. So let's go ahead and get started. But I'm just using my Couture teal, and let's paint this right on here, y'all. I had not been coughing, and then as soon as I popped up on here, as soon as I went live, now I'm coughing. I apologize. How was everybody's weekend? Hi guys, do me a huge favor, hit the heart button and comment the word nice, and then sprinkle out the video if you can. That helps me out tremendously. But y'all, on the other side, I did paint it with Candy Apple Red. I did have to do like 2 or 3 coats to get the red nice and covered, but I think we might be able to get away with 1 coat of the teal. But the cool thing is that this is a Chockable surface. So I did have like some summer stuff on here. And I just sprayed some water on it, and I took my board eraser and I just scrubbed it right off. Super, super simple. So this is great to change out. Now this surface is not on sale, but the Chockable shapes that we're gonna use are. Okay, so let me get this on here and let's dry it, and let's see if we need another coat. Hi Cheryl and Miss Angelica. Oh my goodness. Miss Angelica, y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm having a coughing fit. Oh no, Miss Sandy. Hi Lois. I hope you'll get to feeling better. COVID is not fun. Hi Beth. Hi Bambi and Miss Marcy. I missed all these hellos. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, y'all. What size is the flip frame, y'all? Words are difficult for me tonight. It is 14 by 7. 14 by 7. And I am putting a mat down because this side, if I left it on the glass, it could scratch like the paste that I painted. So I'm so sorry, y'all. So I am putting my pheasant cloth down just to protect it. Hi Carol, our girls trip was so much fun. Miss Lee, our keyword is nice. Did I forget to pin it? Yes. Okay, there we go. Hi Miss Lynn. Hello, hi Melinda. All right, let's hit this with 1 more coat, and then we're gonna do some chalking, y'all. Okay, so I'm just taking my teal now because I am painting this. Oh my goodness, because I am painting this teal, y'all, it'll still come off like any other Chockable surface. You might just have to scrub a little bit more because there's going to be obviously more paste on the surface than if you were just to leave it white. But you can also unscrew the sides of this and pull it out and take the rectangle out, and it's probably easier to paint that way. But your girl couldn't find her power tool, her drill. So we're just gonna make do with what we have. Okay, let's dry this. Oh, I'm sure you will, Carol. We had a blast. Hi, Sharon. No, I'm not getting sick. I've been fine all day, but as soon as I popped up on here, or as soon as I hit the live button, my throat went dry. What did y'all do this weekend? If you don't know, I got back from Houston with my mom, my aunt, and my sister-in-law. There was a huge holiday market there called the Nutcracker Market, and so we went and spent, hi Tiffany, we went and spent all day Friday at the event, and it was a blast. We had so much fun. All right, this is still a little wet, but we're going to use this. Should we add the stripes to the top parts of our surface? So like one here, and then we'll flip it over and we'll do the same on the other side. What do y'all think? All right, let's get this dry. We definitely want to make sure it is dry because I put a couple of layers of paint on. And so if I go to put my transfer on top of it and I pull it off, it is going to peel up the paint. Yes, stripes. Oh yes, Miss Carol, we had a blast. Thanks, Melinda. All right. I am so sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's close up our paste. So we are only going to use 3 colors tonight. We're going to use teal, candy apple, and white. But let's open up our transfer and get it cut apart. If I can get it out of the sleeve. Okay. So something I like to do is I like to keep my backer all intact. So I just take my transfer trimmers and I just lift up the side. I'm not cutting the back, but I'm just cutting the transfer itself. So let's get this cut apart. I'm not going to cut all the pieces. I think we're just going to use the stripes and then the naughty or nice piece. There we go. All right. Hi, Sandra. All right, I'm just going to fuzz it right on here, and I am going to wax my surface, okay? Because I did use the chalk paste. It is on a chalkboard. Oh my goodness, y'all. And I definitely don't want for this to peel up the color. Okay, so a little bit of surface wax. I'm going to heat mine up. I attempted that, went all over the place, but not straight at all. Wait, like you attempted to cut your transfer like that? Mine are never straight, girl. Mine are never straight. But I don't like having, we'll just wax the whole thing. I don't like having my transfers all cut apart because I always lose pieces. Okay, I'm gonna buff that out and here we go. So this is a repeating pattern, y'all. I'm a little nervous about this because I'm hoping I can keep it straight. So I'm gonna use the straight edge. We'll go all the way to the end. It's hard because that side is teal. This is teal as well. So making sure it's nice and lined up. Oh, it moved on me. We will probably have to clean this in between each use, but I think it's gonna be okay. Oh my word, y'all. The coughing has not stopped. All right, so I am gonna use my detail tool. So typically I use a small or mini squeegee, but this is a smaller squeegee that you can use. This is called the detail tool. And this kind of gets you into more detailed areas, but I don't want to use a mini squeegee because I don't want to get this off of the surface or off of the transfer. So we're just going to get this on here. We'll do a rough clean and then we'll connect it. But getting that on there and we're going to pull it off. Whoop. That's not straight, y'all, but it's okay. Go grab a drink. I don't have like one made. That's the problem. That is the problem. All right, so we're going to dry this really quickly. I'm going to get a baby wipe and I am going to wipe up my transfer just really quickly. Actually, you know what? No. We're just going to use our board eraser. My board erasers are already wet. So scrub the front, turn it over, scrub the back. And let's wipe that up, and we are good to go again. Hi, Janice. What did everybody have for dinner tonight? I still have not eaten, but I will soon. Hi, Miss Kathy. And if y'all didn't check out my live sale yesterday, that is up. I'm going to stop looking at comments tomorrow because my little surprise that I have, that big thing that I did, will be arriving very soon. So I got to make sure all my cutouts are done. That's a little hint. Ooh, pot pie, pizza, crab legs. Pizza sounds so good because it's nice and cold. Well, it's not really cold here, but it's cool. I thought pizza sounded delicious. All right, same thing. Let's lift this up. Boom. Little Smokies wrapped in, ooh, yum. Looks like pigs in a blanket. A sandwich. Hi, Roberta. Steak. A chocolate sundae, Miss Karen. That's all you ate? Okay, so, y'all, I'm just going to go for it without cleaning. I might regret that decision, but we're just going to attempt. Okay, we're going to lay it down. Push down on your transfer, and then we're going to take our white and we're going to push that through the silk screen. Now, I probably will have to clean it this next time, but this does repeat. But I'm just trying to make sure I get all the pieces. I'm lifting up slowly. Perfect. All right, I'm just gonna clean it over here really quickly. That way I don't have to move everything. But I'm just taking my board eraser. I sprayed a little bit of water on my transfer, and I'm just gonna wipe up the front, and I'm gonna wipe up the back, and then I will dry it with a paper towel. Which I didn't do that the first time. So, from Costco, baked ziti, a taco soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Miss Karen, that reminds me of my mom. She used to, when we were younger, she used to eat like things like praline or pecan praline ice cream for dinner. And we never understood it. Homemade chicken noodle soup, yum. All right. We may not do this on the back. I don't know. This is a little bit more time consuming than I realized. It'd be helpful if I actually dried my surface. All right. There we go. We'll lay this on here. Do our naughty or nice on this. So I was thinking on this one, we'll do the nice because it's teal. And then on the red side, we will do naughty. But I'm going to show y'all my little trick to attach your chockable shapes on here without gluing them. Hi, Miss Yvonne. Hi, Dewey. I'm going to show you how to attach them with my glue dot trick. That way you can reuse the surface and not glue your chockable shapes to. So there's what we have. Looks pretty good. Glue dots. What are you making? Salisbury steak, mashed potatoes. Yum. Hi, Lynette. We are doing the naughty or nice flip sign. So I actually got this inspiration right off of the Chalk website. So we have naughty and we have nice. So we're going to put, this is what I'm going to do. Hi, Pamela. I'm going to do the nice side, and I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to chalk it on the surface first. Clean it. Lots of cleaning tonight. Clean it, and then we'll do it on the chalkable shape. So the chalkable shape is not something you necessarily, oh my gosh, the chocolate shape is not something you necessarily need to have. Oh my word, y'all. I'm on the struggle bus. Hi, Miss Sandy. Okay, we are going to fuzz this, and then we're going to do it in white on the board. So I'll show y'all what it could look like without the chocolate shape, and then I'll show y'all what it will look like with the chocolate shape. Okay, so remember, I waxed my surface. I painted it with my teal chalk paste, and then I'm just going to make sure that that's kind of centered. I think it needs to come over to the left a little bit, or the right, I mean. Here we go. All right, lay that down, push down, and now I'm going to use my mini squeegee, and I'm going to apply the white on here. Now, I guess I should have done the nice in red so you could have seen what it looked like. But I'm going to do it on my chocolate shape, I'm going to do it in red. Whoops. Okay, picking up all that extra. Woo, y'all. Okay, I am definitely on the struggle bus today. It's like I haven't been doing this. All right, lifting up slowly. And there is what it looks like. Let me wash this really, really quickly. And then we'll do the nice part in red on our chocolate shape. So just scrub the front, scrub the back. And then we'll wipe up the extra water. Homemade goulash. What's in goulash? I should know that. Is goulash kind of like chili? And it doesn't have like pasta in it. All right, let's fuzz. And then we'll do the nice and red. We'll lay that right here. So this is what it looks like. I should have showed y'all what it looked like in the red with the nice, but y'all will get to see that in here in 1 second. So, chocolate shape, we're gonna lay this right on here. You can see right through the transfer. Let me move this. And just take your time lining it up. But it will have the nice white outline that kind of goes with our border. Noodles and ground meat. Hi, Tammy. Y'all, do me a huge favor. A lot of y'all have been messaging me saying y'all have not been getting live notifications. Comment the word nice, okay? Comment the word nice. And then when you get the message, there'll be 3 buttons, like supply list, join my free groups, and then I think the last one says get live notices. Click on get live notices and then answer all the questions. I know some of y'all have done it before, but I think after 6 months, it unenrolls you or removes you from getting the live notices. So just make sure that you do that. That way you can know when I'm live. And I'll just send you a Facebook message. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, and then if you ever want to unsubscribe, you can unsubscribe at any time. All right. Got that on there. I'm trying not to mess it up. Ooh, y'all, look at that red. That is pretty. All right. I'm going to spray it with water. Let's dry it. And nice is our keyword tonight. Let's dry this. And I'm going to put it to the side, and then we're going to do the other side. So, on the other side, should we do the border again, or should we leave it off and do just the naughty? Border or no border on the opposite side? I'm doing the live notification. Oh no, Miss Kristen. I don't know what's going on, girl. All right, so there it is, nice and dry. Okay. Miss Angelica says border. Bambi says border. Lois is like, girl, don't do it. I think the border makes it look more finished. So we'll do it. Okay, so let me close this up. And let me clean our border transfer. And y'all, the cool thing is when you get this transfer, you can use this border on anything. It doesn't just have to go with the naughty or nice. You can use it on literally anything. Border. Okay, y'all are saying border. We'll do the border. All right. Let me dry this. Let me move this stuff out of the way. No border as naughty needs to look bad. Oh, Miss Pamela. That's kind of what I was thinking too. But let me show y'all. I'm not going to attach it yet. But that's what the nice side looks like. Okay. But I'm going to have the nice, and then we're going to flip it, and we're going to do it this way. I did that so that way when you flip it, it's right side up. No border as, okay. Both. All right, we're going to do this really quickly, y'all. I think I'm going to use, I'll just use this. So I'm going to use my detail tool. And we're going to just go across. I'm going to do my best. No, I was going to say I was going to do my best to do this quickly so then we could link it or pair it up, but I think it needs to be cleaned just because I used the whole thing. All right, go through, pick up all the extra like so. All right, let's lift. Done. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to clean it again. We're probably going to clean it 2 more times. But just regular water, board eraser. Cleaning the back. And I would show y'all like how to clean it right here, but I have to move everything out of the way. Hi, Teresa. All right. Let me wipe this down. Looks good. Let's dry this. So you want to dry because you're going to connect it. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. We're going to connect it. So we definitely want at least this end over here to be dry. And y'all, I just realized I didn't wax my surface. So that could be an issue. So you definitely want to wax anytime you paint your surface or you are using wood, because that's going to protect the color or your wood grain. But we will just do the rest of this and then we'll connect it. Or then we'll wax it. So I'm just trying to line it up the best that I can, but my hands are all shaky. There we go. That is not straight. So just take your time. Try not to rush it like me. Let's do the rest of this. And then I think we'll be able to do the bottom piece. Small batteries. What? Small batteries? What? I'm not understanding. I know, I love this frame. I think there's just so many fun things you could do with it. Oh, missed the end down here. Let's lift. Looks good. All right, we're gonna do the bottom part really quickly. Push. And then we'll clean it one more time. And then we will be done with the border. I think that one went much smoother than the first one. Was that your family? Yeah, so the ladies in the picture were my mom, my aunt, and my sister-in-law. Yes, ma'am, we had a blast. Lots of laughing. We laughed the entire weekend. It was fun. My aunt lives in Colorado, and so she flew down for the weekend. And we went shopping. All right, last time to clean this, and then y'all, after this, it's gonna go quick. Okay, so you don't have to do the border. Like Miss Pamela said, you could leave the border off on the naughty side, but that is up to you. Yes. Well, we haven't seen her in so long too, so it was really nice to see her. She used to live here in Texas, but she moved up there a couple years ago because my cousins moved up there and the grandkids are up there, so thanks, Miss Kristen. All right. Let's dry this last part. Okay, y'all tell me in the comments, did y'all see the new exclusive frame for this week? Did y'all see it? Did you see your emails? Let me know in the comments if you saw it. I think mine should be here tomorrow, so I definitely plan on showing y'all if it gets here. If not, I should have it by Wednesday. Tell me if y'all saw the new frame. It is a chalkable surface. It's a beaded box frame. It's so pretty. Didn't see it. The honeycomb. No, there's a new surface, Miss Angelica. There's a new surface this week. So last week was the honeycomb frame, right? So that was a big frame, and the middle part was a chalkable surface. There's a new frame this week. It's a beaded box frame. So I think it's like a 6 by 18, and it has beads around it. And the center is chalkable as well. Hi, Lori. Yay, Miss Sandy. Yeah. So I'm really excited to get that. You saw it, Miss Marcy? You ordered 4? Oh no, Miss Angelica. I made a post in the VIP group, but sometimes people don't see that. That's totally fine. If you comment the word nice, or if you've already commented it, go back to the picture, click on supply list, and then click on chalk products. And yes, Miss Sandra, girl, I think you're gonna love it. But click on chalk products, and then when it takes you to the website, click specials. Y'all, I'm like uhs and ums today. I apologize. Click specials, and then you'll have to scroll down just a bit, but you'll see all of the surfaces that are $5 and $10, like the tiered tray. The tiered tray is, I think, $10. There's kits that are like 10 or 9 or 10 bucks. But the new kits, I think there's like a candy cane one, and there's like an everyday like home one. Wax. Thank you, Miss Angelica. Girl, she reminded me. All right, let me wax. See? Y'all are reminding me. Thank you for reminding me. All right, I just heat up my wax because I say this every time, but new people are always watching. My wax, for whatever reason, is a little flaky coming out of the can. So I just use my heat gun just to heat it up a little bit, to make it a little bit softer and easier to spread on my surface. All right. So same thing. I will do the top part in teal and the bottom part in white. I think it needs to come over just a smidge. But someone asked me if I'm enjoying my new home. Yes, I really like it. It's like the perfect size for me and what I need to do. So I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's take, ooh, y'all. Take our squeegee, and I'm gonna do the naughty and teal. Now we are gonna cover it up, but I meant to show y'all the other side in the opposite way. So we're gonna do it here. Okay, so the naughty in teal. Now you could do any color combo. You could do black and gold. You could do, you could use glacier. I did. Well, Miss Karen, I hope I did. I hope I did it right. All right, pick up all that extra. And then we're gonna do our white really quickly. Ooh, I got too much. Here we go. Getting that on here. All right. Let's lift. Glacier sold out? Oh, already? Thanks, Miss Louise. When I looked earlier, it was not sold out. But, hi Robbie, but there have been a lot of website orders today because of the new exclusive surface. If y'all don't know, November is our Black Friday sales all month long. So, for Chalk, they described it to us each month or each week. There'll be an exclusive surface that releases like in a kit. And so the only way you can get the exclusive surface is to purchase the kit. But it seems like they added a little bit more this week with all the $5 and $10 surfaces. So I think there's some box frames in there, or there was. There's a lot of chalkable shapes. Kits are on sale, so go check it out. So next week on Monday, we'll have a brand new sale with a new surface and all of that. So make sure you're in the VIP group or you're getting your emails from Chalk. That way you are in the know every Monday this month about what is happening. All right, let's dry this up and then we'll do our chalkable shape. And then y'all, we are going to attach these and then we will pick a winner from the comments. So I do Happy Mail or giveaway usually every night. So just comment away, hit the heart button, sprinkle the video if you can. Always sharing it helps. But just the more you comment, the more likely you are to win. What one was exclusive? Hi, Stephanie. The exclusive one this week was, it's a 12 by 18 box frame. So it's probably like this long, right? And probably not that long, but around the edge, there's beads. It's a beaded frame and it comes in white, but the center is a chalkboard. So you can change it out. It's not just a one and done kind of surface like our other box frames are. So I really like that they are doing that. And I just think it looks so pretty. All right, y'all, I was thinking I need to do this in red, but I need to do it in teal. Hi, Diane. Yes, that's it, Miss Pamela. But like I think the tier tray, y'all, is $10. And then plus with the website being 10% off, everything on the website's 10% off, I think you can get a tiered tray for $9, I believe. I would need to go back and look, but I know some of y'all have already ordered it today. All right, we're gonna do this in our teal, and then we're gonna dry it, and then it's gonna be time to attach. Okay, pick up all that extra paste that's sitting on top, like so. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, y'all. I know this was a little bit of a longer live. Hold on. I'm gonna lay that back down because I see a spot that I missed. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. All right. Spray that with water. Yay! Okay, you got it for $9. Receive my transfer. Say, yay, Miss Diane. I'm so excited you got them. That beaded frame is gorgeous. I'm hoping, y'all, in the future, maybe like when they do the spring summer release in February, that they're going to bring those back as permanent surfaces. I'm hoping. You love the long lives? Oh, thanks, Miss Stephanie. I get antsy with the long lives because I feel like sometimes I'm like, this is taking forever. And not everybody has forever to hang out. You know? All right. So you still have the rest of the transfer. So you could even add Santa Thinks I'm to the top. And then you have the or, and then you have the check boxes. So there's lots of options. I know. I'm really hoping that they do. Like, really hoping. But we'll see. I guess it depends on how well they sell and all of that. Okay, let's get this dry. We have our glue dots out and we're gonna attach it to our frame, but I have to make sure that this is dry. And Miss Karen was like, girl, make sure it flips the right way. We're gonna check that. Thanks, Miss Diane. I'm so glad you're here. The beginning of my life was a little chaotic because I could not stop coughing and I couldn't get my words out. My brain was thinking faster than my mouth. Well, they can leave when they're, I know, Miss Stephanie. I tell myself I need to stop buying so much. And then I know. Well, Miss Tammy, November is like notorious for the last 3 years, like big sales. So, I know what you mean. Because I got to stop buying too. I got too much stuff. All right. So there's the Naughty. I really like the white chalk chip with it. Because I think it just makes it coordinate a little bit better. Okay. So I'm going to take my glue dots. Oh no, I didn't do it right. Y'all, I thought I did it right. Well, my bad. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to take removable glue dots, okay? You want to get the removable. That way, when you're done, when you want to change this out after Christmas, you can just peel these right up and you can change it out and it's not going to damage your surface. Okay? Y'all, I can't believe I did that. So I'm just going to line it up. We're going to push down. Thanks, Miss Cheryl. Thanks for the stars. You're so sweet. I know, Miss Karen. I messed up, girl. Okay, so there's the Naughty. Now, I had intended that's okay, Miss Glenda. I intended, hi, Yvette, when I flipped it, it would be the right side up because that's kind of the whole point. But your girl, me, didn't pay attention. So you'll be able just to flip it that way. Where did you get your glue dots? I got mine from Amazon. So I do have my glue dots that I get linked in my Amazon storefront, but you can get them at Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Target, not just on Amazon. You can get them in a bunch of different places. But I don't like going into stores, so Amazon is my friend. I can always redo it, exactly. Thanks, Miss Cheryl. All right, same thing. Little bit of glue dots. And it probably added way too many, but that's okay. I want it to stick well and not fall off. But when I go to remove this, this is going to come up very easily, okay? And then if the dot stays on the surface or on the back of the chalkable shape, you can just roll it off and it will remove itself. Okay, so here's Naughty. So it says Naughty, but I can explain. And then here's Nice, but a little naughty. Which side do y'all like? My intention was to where you could just flip it like that, but I messed up. That's okay. So the nice side or the naughty side? Which one is your favorite? I love both. But I think I like the nice side better because I just think I like the teal. Naughty, the naughty side. And I know I'm asking y'all to write the keyword too, so I apologize if you get the message and you didn't want it. All right, so the cool thing, y'all, is this is a flip frame. You can unscrew the sides and remove the chalkable rectangle to make it easier for you. But I love this flip frame. The flip frame is not on sale, but the chalkable shape is, okay? But whether you're coming or going, you can, exactly. Hi, Jeannie. Oh my goodness, girl. All right, y'all, let's pick a winner. Let me refresh my screen. And that's it for tonight. That is it. So if I have my new exclusive surface tomorrow, we will be doing that tomorrow night. But I don't know if I'll have it. Give it a second. My computer is slow. I'm just glad that it wasn't fuzzy for us tonight like it was last week. might just have to use my phone to pick somebody. Give me a second, y'all. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Thanks. I tried, Miss Linda. I am who I am. I have an order to place to you. Okay, Miss Linda, just send me the numbers. Whatever you need to do. You can go comment on the live, or you can just send me a message with the numbers that you want. All right, y'all, here we go. Thanks, Miss Sharon. Woohoo! I know, I saw. Isn't that so exciting? That's the cool thing, because as a designer, you get even more of a discount. So like the Black Friday deals are awesome for designers. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to pick a winner. 1, 2, 3. Miss Linda Lacey, are you still here? Miss Linda Lacey. If you're here, say hey. And if she's not here, we'll pick someone else. But you got to be on the live to win. Yay, Miss Linda, you are the winner. Perfect for your order that you're going to place. So, Miss Linda, just send me your order, and then I will just go ahead and automatically add the $5 discount to your invoice, okay? All right, y'all, have a great rest of your evening. I will be back on tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for every comment, heart, like, purchase, anything. It always helps, and I really do appreciate it. Miss Sharon, you can click on, if you comment to the word nice, okay? My page should have sent you a message. If it didn't send you a message, send me a message and I will get the info to you. But if you got it, you'll click on supply list, and then another message will pop up. You might have to scroll up a little bit. And then you'll click on Chalk products. It'll open you up to the Chalk Couture website, and then you can go to shop by category and then click specials. And it's right in there. But if you need the direct link, Miss Sharon, just send me a message, if that's just easier. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your evening, and I will see all of you beautiful people tomorrow. Bye, guys.